PE teachers used to make you run the mile in elementary school. Well, boy, do I. Story for you. So I was out on the field running my second lap and my stomach started hurting because my mom decided to buy McDonald's for breakfast. So I asked the teacher if I could go to the bathroom and that said no, so I just kept running and prayed to Michael Jackson that it would go away. So I'm on my third lap and I have to fart. And on God I pulled a Nessa Barrett. So came out that I could literally make a 4-course meal with it. And a chocolate fountain for dessert. Right. Obviously I wasn't gonna tell my teacher that so I just said I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I go to the clinic literally holding my hands on. Nobody would see. When I get to the clinic the nurse tells me to sit down, but in my head I'm like, sit down, your chair is gonna look like the chocolate river from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I just lean on the wall until my mom comes to pick me up. When I stand up off the wall to go to the bathroom on the wall and the nurse looks at it and she's like, "Is that you?" And I was like, "Ew, hell no," and I run to the bathroom and my mom picked me up. I started crying because she asked what smelled like thought she stepped in something and I had to tell her it was my.
Well, I found my mom's credit card and being a 6-year-old, I saw my mom putting the credit card on her phone and I knew how she did it. So, I decided that I was going to put it on my phone. So, I put it on my phone and I was downloading Roblox because I thought, hey, I can play with my friends here. That day, I spent $2,000 worth of freaking money on Roblox. Let's just say a lot of my friends thought I was really cool and rich. When my mom found out, I hid from her seriously like a day, and then once I got in there, she wasn't mad. She just said I was Captain Robux.
I haven't been to the toilet in 4 days and it was starting to worry me, so I went to the doctor's. I arrived and the doctor felt my stomach and said it was very hard. He wanted me to take a stool sample, which means you have a cup. I had coffee for breakfast, so I was pretty much ready to go. I grabbed the cup and went to the toilet and held it up to my and started pushing. I didn't realize how badly coffee affected me, and the next thing you know a strong gust of diarrhea started blasting up and I felt like a rocket ready for takeoff. I grabbed onto the door for balance because I started levitating.
That one kid in primary school who would literally ruin everything for the class. Like, so if the teacher was doing that 1 minute in silence thing because we were talking too much in the lesson, and then we'd lose like a minute of our break time. But if someone as such as made a sound, then like we'd have to start all over again, like blah de blah de blah. There would always be that one kid who thought he was an actual comedian because he kept on making bloody gorilla noises in the 1 minute of silence, and then we'd have to keep on starting the time all over and all over again, and this dude just wouldn't stop. And he was not even funny. He sounded like a bloody demented goose. Like, are you okay? And then we'd get onto the playground, and then there'd be these group of boys who were like hella mad, and they were like, "Oh my god, you lost 5 minutes on our break time, like fight me." And then there'd be year 6 beef, and then we'd have that depressing talk with the teacher about how, "Oh my god, you're the top of the year, like we like look up to you, like you should be better than this." We literally had that one kid in primary school who...
And you have to have this one person in your class, or you're just lucky to get into a nice class. That one person who just always wants to be right. When someone answers a question and they get it right, they say this: Yeah, I got that too. Really? Next example. When they get it wrong and the teacher asks, "How did you go wrong? Where did you go wrong?" They explain and then they say this: "I was gonna do that." You weren't gonna do that, were you? Tell me that now. You weren't. Now stop trying to be the best in the class who gets everything right. Goodbye. Everyone, you have